Like ships in the night, don't let this episode pass you by. This week on The Hapless Heroes.
I'm a little busy.
Ladies, gentlemen, adventurers, and entities of indiscriminate origin, welcome aboard Flight Nat 1, proudly operated by the Hapless Heroes. At this time, please ensure that your dice trays are in their upright and magically attuned positions, and secure all your loose minis, because unexpected Nat 1s may cause them to take attacks of opportunity. We are the Hapless Heroes, and today we are so glad that you joined us. In first class, right next to everyone else. What a treat. You're probably wondering what that seatbelt is. We'll get to that later, but make sure that it's latched around you. Let's take a look at the first.
Let's take a look at the in-flight entertainment.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Let's take a look at the in-flight entertainment tonight. Starting off with tonight's episode, hosted by me and flown by me. Your pilot, DM, voice of things, voice of voices, and the voice inside your head. And sometimes the voice of Lev Zangief. My name is Lewis, and I'm joined tonight by our fabulous flight crew atop this foolish vessel. Fool number one, a fool extraordinaire. We have Dave playing March.
Fool me twice, won't be fooled again.
Okay, he's not a fool, but I just kind of got carried away with it. But seated next to him is Francesco, who is playing Percival Flawedhest.
I was going to do a whole thing about the fool me twice thing since I'm fool number 2 if we're doing the whole fool order thing, but then March stole my joke, so now this is my intro.
Thanks, Fool 2. Seated next to him is Jack, playing Jam Jam.
Back and forth. Just playing back and forth.
It's kind of ambiguous whether we're like in the actual plane, in the seats, or on the screen. So I'll kind of let you decide. But maybe there's an aisle in between this person and the other, and their name is Mike, playing Brew Blitzbore.
I'm ready for an adventure.
Seated next to Mike in the middle aisle, is Nicole, playing Glorp Glup Glup.
Hi, I'm Glorp. I'll be providing the in-flight refreshments. We have bottled water, and we have cupped water, and we have sparkling water, and we have soft drinks, and we have apple juice, and we have orange juice. You can fade me out whenever, Fran. Future
Apple
Fran.
juice.
Yeah, why bother if I do out?
And then trapped in the bathroom with a permanently broken occupied lock, Sebastian, playing Choom Daloom.
2's fine, but 3's something else. I'll think about it.
And we're all a bunch of fools tonight with you who foolishly think that we are in a crazy world of our own making. Tonight we join that world after a bright and colorful flash that envelops the ships. The SS Astrid II, our ship, flying through the night of through the blackness of ROI 223. Or I'm sorry, actually, we're flying within the wild space system of Pittance, and headed towards the edge to breach the wild space sphere and dump ourselves out into the astral sea. Let me think about where everybody was. We have Jack we have Jam Jam in the cargo ship. We had Choom up in the pilot seat.
So we just turned the power back on. Yeah. And then we got everything running. And then Jam Jam ran past the rest of the party because it was Choom and March were helping Jam Jam. Ran past the party to make sure that the Plix Plox box was secured and then happened to peek out the window. So yeah, there. How many was it? 3 ships creeping up on us.
It was 2.
Two ships. Sorry, go ahead.
I guess Jam Jam would go on the intercom and notify everyone.
Sure.
Hello, Jam Jam has spotted 2 ships coming up behind us.
I see them on the sensors too.
You do not see them on sensors yet, even though. Well, I'm sure you have some kind of physical way to view them. Do we not have some kind of external cameras that we can?
Yeah, and we have windows. No.
Yeah, I mean,
From the cockpit.
Yeah,
they would be behind us technically. Like the cockpit would be facing the
If I'm not
opposite
picking them up
direction
on radar.
and it's
I'm
also
hoping
not
that
coming in through
our
radar.
ship
That's true.
Has enough surveillance as my RAV4, and that we can see
yes, we
behind
do have
it.
external cameras. The Astrid 1 was lacking in certain things, but the Astrid 2 has taken such considerations, and we have external. Yeah.
And you never know, like,
see it
what
on a
variants
screen,
of
but-
technology a ship may have. Honestly, it could be.
Well, this one was, helped.
I'm just saying in general, like
we got
we
a
don't
lot of the
know
latest
what
and
other ships
greatest
could
from
have.
our benefactor. I would
It's
say
different for
right?
us because we've got a sugar daddy, but some people might not have that benefit,
Mhm.
So
Press the intercom button. They're not showing up on radar. Oh shit! Yeah, we got cameras now. Let me put them up to pull up the cameras. And I'm gonna press the whatever the camera button is. I hope
Yeah.
that it's labeled
Yeah, it's
properly.
fine. I'm sure
it's-
it is. Shub. I think that
you read it as simply as you would read the delete key or something, the space bar. Yeah, you
Nice.
click it, no problem, and you're.
Thank you, Percy.
As clear a picture as you would want pops up in the desired magnification. You can't like zoom into within molecules of it, but you can get a good picture as these 2 ships, parallel to each other, moving towards you. You do see them approaching.
Oh boy. Yeah, we got 2 bogeys coming in hot.
They're made of like a gray steel. There are some kind of there are some very distinct like glass that kind of surrounds like the front where you would imagine the cockpit is. But they're very minimalist. There's no mast, there's no sail. You do see some just there's no deck as far as you can see.
but like
Kind
wings,
of similar.
fins, like anything that might.
There's
indicate
none
these
of that.
might be,
It's
like,
actually
landing craft
very
even.
low
Okay.
key. Yeah, it's very
Okay.
low key. Very, very dissimilar to the astral tech ships that we saw when we entered that were like
I
white
was going to
and
ask that
pristine.
question if they resemble any like the interceptor type vessel that like
No,
stopped
they do
us
not.
at the okay.
No, they do not. These are quite large too. I would say they do. It's the difference between like a car or like a sedan and like an Econoline, like a big van, right? Like we're in like decently sized vessel for personal use and not anything crazy. These would be one step larger than ours, I would say, by not like a crazy amount, but could easily hold a crew of 10, maybe a crew of 15.
Okay.
Could Jam Jam determine what kind of vessel this would be? Like,
In what capacity?
is it like a pirate ship? It doesn't seem like it's astral tech
It
based
doesn't-
on what you.
It doesn't fly any colors or insignias. It seems to
Flags,
be.
yeah, nothing.
Yep. Nope. It's not currently flying.
Can I roll an investigation to see if I can discern, like, you don't have to tell me make and model. I just want to see, are these expensive ships? Are these Astrotech uses these?
Yeah, did you read about this in like popular space
Exactly.
mechanics
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something
yeah.
like that?
Sure. Yeah.
I
Oh,
get
wait, no.
to-
What was the magazine, Nicole? I feel like you came up with a bunch of those names.
I don't think I came up with that one. I think it was Popular Pseudo Mechanics, but let me double check.
Yeah, no, that's good.
I do have it on the list too. Yes, Popular Pseudo Mechanics is the magazine.
There you go.
I mean, it is kind of just like looking at a car and saying to yourself, "Can I identify what that
Yeah,
is?"
my
or
from
what
my
Pretty much.
from my background, I get extra on my roll for discerning vehicle details of any vehicles. But with that being said, that's a +7, so that would be a dirty 14.
It looks like you've been in this game for a while, and I don't mean the one that we're currently playing, but you've been in the game for a while, Chum. You know, you've thumbed through plenty of manuals and plenty of magazines, plenty of, you've gone to plenty of conventions, checking out people's rides and stuff, and looking at folks' ships. There are some things that you recognize to this that remind you of like an old transport vessel that you saw back in the the first 5 years of maybe your apprenticeship or something. And those weren't really anything that you thought anything of at the time. They weren't really that fast. They weren't armored or anything like that, but you can't recognize a particular model, but that is what it reminds you of, is you think that you've seen this as a transport vessel at times. I will say that while you're watching it, one thing that sticks out really to you is that it's moving fast for something that big.
It's booking. I zoom in on the thrusters, uncomfortably close onto the thrusters.
Well, as close as you can. It's getting pixelated and blurry.
And he's just like, damn, why are they so caked up like that? Guys, these guys are coming in hot, coming in fast, but they don't seem to be hostile, I don't think.
I know that it was a Glorp, Percy, and Brew are in the common area with our new friends, we'll call it. And I know
making
Percy
delicious
was
food.
in the middle of asking a question about, whether what Hadrid's intentions were with Plixplox when we were interrupted by this. So, if I may, can I ask her? Does that have anything to do with you guys? These ships? These transport ships that are coming in?
She does look confused by what you mean by transport vessel when you say. She doesn't say anything, but she does kind of cock her head to the side and squints her eyes. What do you mean, transport vessel? What?
Did you not just hear the announcement that our pilot just made on the intercom, and our other crew member, Jam?
Does that go through each PA system? Okay.
The whole ship.
Sure. Yeah, I heard it, but that doesn't. Can I see it? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I just finished asking you a question about what your intentions were with Plixplox, and I don't know. Maybe I made some assumptions about that you had some intentions of. Maybe you had some things planned that are outside of what our plans were. You cut back to the action. I'm just I'm just going to continue asking this question, and you can continue to be cagey about it for as long as you want. But I am curious.
Persistent Percy strikes again.
Hey, let's
won't
make
give
it a
you my
thing.
phone number.
Okay, first of all, that's not what we're doing. We're trying to get information.
Chun, can you roll me an Arcana check, please?
I can do that. Oh, fuck. That's a +2, so that's a dirty 10.
It doesn't take much to see it, which is why you didn't roll perception. But you do see these kind of runes carved across the thrusters that are faintly glowing with the color of they're faintly glowing the same color as the thruster fuel that's being burned behind it.
What color is it?
It's orange. Yeah, it's a nice classic orange, and you just can't make out what they are or what. You can't make out what it might be. If you do want to send it to the class, you can. I don't have a picture of it, unfortunately. But if anybody else wants to roll Arcana as it comes blipping up on your.
I take a screenshot and send
on
it in
your
the Choom's
monitors.
nudes chat. So the only one that doesn't get it is. I forgot that he's not. I forgot he's not in it. I forgot
You
he's
can
not
also
in it.
you can also send it to the other screens
The other
in
group
the ship
chat.
itself.
Okay, so
or
wait,
the
wait,
screens
no.
in the ship itself.
Wait, I'll
and you
send it to
chose
Choom's.
instead.
I'll send it to Choom's
Send it
nudes.
to the group chat that Percy's not in.
I'll send it to Choom's nudes, and then text immediately after it goes, "Oh shit, I forgot Percy's not in here." And then I'm gonna send it to the other group chat, and I'm gonna write "act normal." So you all can see these thrusters and the arcane nature of them. Hey, you guys see it? I'll check the group chat, not the cool group chat, the other group chat.
The what?
For what?
Okay, you guys now have access to this photo.
What's he talking about?
Vexa speaks up and says, "Why do they treat you like this?"
You know what? That's a question for later. I wouldn't have been asking you a question. As his Percival is trying to ignore looking at his phone.
Percival was just spiraled out, bro.
Just crashed out on an almost kid. Who was, for a moment, showed you
A kindness.
Yeah, and you were like,
Vexa the killer?
no, she's a thief.
No.
The thief.
She's
Okay.
a
But
suspected
still, I'll
thief.
take it.
Does anybody look at their text?
Everyone else can if they want to. Percival is singularly focused.
All right.
Brew looks
Also,
at it.
I'm pretty sure Brew and Glorp are cooking
Yeah.
right
Well,
now.
so I actually rolled a dirty 1, so I don't really understand it anyway. So as I glance at it, I just kind of
I
don't know what
think
it means.
I think as you do
You thought
that,
it was a nude?
Well, now that the power's on too, you've been cooking this whole time. The stove erupts with heat because I don't think it's actual gas stove.
No, you were cold
unfortunately.
cooking before, but no, it's electric. But like,
I was going to say,
I mean, there's a
it-
prepping
we
stage
discussed
to
this
cooking.
last time. A gas stove on a spaceship sounds like a horrible idea.
Terrible idea.
yeah. Everyone's kind of like sitting or standing around, and there's certainly some looks that they've given each other since the announcement of this vessel, these vessels, I should say.
Jam Jam would like to lock the brig. So,
Where
like,
Plex's boxes.
yes.
Yeah.
So extra safety lock the brig.
Okay.
And then he's going to, again, go up the stairs, through everybody hanging out in the common area, back up to the, what do we call it?
The cockpit.
Yeah. And he'll get into
The
his
bridge.
little arcade
Jam
game
didn't see you there.
style.
I wasn't doing
Yeah.
anything.
Choom quickly closes a tab on the browser.
I wasn't doing anything.
Can my little targeting thing like zoom and stuff?
Yeah, I don't see why not. It can. I would say it can zoom to within a certain degree. Again, you're not going to be able to be super granular to some distance. I feel like there should be some limitation to that.
it gets pixelated after a
But,
certain distance.
Yeah, I would say, at this point you can safely, read that they are currently 500 feet from closing.
Oh, that's close.
Given that,
relatively speaking, in space.
yeah, exactly. There's plenty of space. Nobody has to be cutting it right specifically for us.
We've been talking a while, but yeah. Anyways,
Would Jam Jam have to roll anything to know that these seem like hostile actions?
Yeah, they are coming at us.
they are coming direct. Yes, you can tell, based on probably like a simple computing system, that it shows that they are in an intercept kind of position for your current path, and not just intercept, but like a flanked, like side by side kind of John that they're moving towards, positioning towards.
Jam will once again go on the intercom and say, "Someone get up here and work these communication systems." and then he'll continue to take aim. Hopefully somebody responds quickly, because if they don't, Jam Jam's going to give him a warning shot.
Okay.
Okay. Just I apologize for anything that this might cause, but given how close they are, I feel the need as the pilot to react. So I'm going to get on the comm, and I'm going to say the only thing that makes sense to me in this moment. Bro, whatever you're cooking, put a lid on it. And I am going to cut our thrusters while also using the turning thruster to hitch us, so we continue our forward momentum, and hitch so we spin. And I'm going to wait until we're a 45-degree angle over the oncoming ships, and I'm going to launch thrusters again in the opposite direction.
Okay. Before we do that, did anybody else look at the picture that Choom sent across the group chat, the cool group chat?
I sent them to both.
Oh, he sent them to both. Okay, gotcha.
I didn't look at it in either group chat, but I do have.
Thank you for your honesty.
16 turnips worth of half-inch turnip cubes on a pile on the counter in front of me, just for the dramatic effect of what's going to happen when the ship thrusters do that.
I was going to say, I'll give you 1 round to find a lid appropriate for 16 cubes turnips.
No, I didn't. I'm focused on my task now, so I'm just.
And
there's
the instruction
a giant
was given
pile.
to Bruce specifically, so.
That's true. I didn't get told to put a lid on anything, so I'm still chopping turnips.
March is eternally connected. Of course he looked at it.
Okay. What did March roll on his Arcana check?
17.
This is, it's not something new necessarily, but you don't see people practicing this kind of, it's almost like archaic forms of like technomancy to a degree. But you do recognize a key character in the rune that you have seen before. It's part of the haste spell.
People actually doing that? Like, for real? For real? You're not gonna believe this. They're, like, actually trying to use magic to huck that thing through space.
That is so cool.
I mean, technically that's what we're doing even with our engines, but it's a whole sophisticated process of converting the magic. Never mind.
Percy dabbled in it.
It's somebody else's magic, not your own. That's like, this is the equivalent of getting out and pushing it yourself. With your mind.
It's so fucking
Yeah, it's definitely very bottle rocket, like roller skate kind of thought processes for sure.
That just the sheer amount of juice that it would take to move something on this scale.
We are so doing that.
Well, maybe they're moving something else, you know? Maybe it's not necessarily that they're engaging. But regardless, that is what you kind of get from that. If you pass that along, I don't know if that influences your decision, because this does happen prior to you doing the old onesie-twosie on them. Pardon my voice, please.
I love that. Call it the onesie-twosie forever now.
And does Brew put a lid on whatever he's cooking, I guess is the question also.
That's a good question.
Before you do that crazy
Let's give me a reflex save in time as you watch
Reflex saves. Oh no!
What version of D&D are we playing right
What
now?
are we playing?
I guess it's a dexterity save. My bad.
Yeah.
It's old habits, I believe they say.
I'm glad Fran and I were on the same
something
page
about-
on that, though.
John McClane.
All right, it is icky, but it is a 12.
Icky.
Okay.
Thank God for my bonuses.
All right, so explain to me again, Choom, what happens here with your little onesie-twosie.
Hell yeah.
Shut the engines off.
Shut the engines off, but everyone knows in wild space we continue our forward
You
momentum.
maintain the momentum, yes,
Yeah,
right.
and then I'm gonna hit the side thruster on the left side. So as we are continuing our forward momentum, I'm giving a little bump to one of the sides, turning us into a tailspin towards the back. And right when I hit the 45-degree angle facing towards our oncoming interceptors, I'm gonna go over their heads by hitting the thrusters with the ether engine drive.
Jam
He says
Jam is
out
just
loud.
drooling as Choom explains. what he's going to do before he does it.
Oh no, I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle of doing it. Actually,
Yeah,
It's
right. He's
really-
like he's narrating the actions as he's like flipping the things and like pulling the levers or whatever he's doing in there.
So I
Interesting.
suppose you'll want a piloting check.
Yeah, go ahead and do that for me.
Get to finally use my big number.
Interesting.
Now the other question I have, well, I'm not going to even bring it up right now.
Oh yeah, so that's a 19 plus 8. 30, 27. Yes!
27. Okay, what was your question? Was it about the solar flare at the beginning of the episode?
What?
What was your question?
I don't like that you
Who,
brought
me?
that.
Yeah, you said you had a
pointing
question,
at?
but
No. It was more about it's related to the ship speeds, right? Because we have like we're traveling, at like we'll call it quote unquote normal speeds, which could still be like hundreds miles an hour. But then we also have like our cruising speed, which is like the like sort of like hyper speed that we can get in and out of, right? It's requires some prep and some charging and things like that, and it's dangerous to just get pulled out of, right? But are you punching it to max speed?
Max cruising speed, because you
or
don't
max
want to hit.
cruising speed.
Yeah, you
like,
don't
to
want
just-
to hit your hyperdrive when you're in the wilds. You want to be hitting it out of the wild space, because if you do it
Right.
in, you could run into like
any sort of
Star.
celestial object.
Yeah. So no, I'm doing maximum cruising speed with a little
Okay.
ether boost juiced on the end of it.
So cruising speed is the in the way that we've put it in our manuals, and maybe this is my fault for naming it that way. Cruising speed is the hyper speed.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
So
I should
I'm
change
doing-
that.
Doing not that. I'm doing wild space maximum thrust.
Yeah, just the normal ship speed, like max thrust, not going into hyperspeed, essentially.
With some NOS on it. Family.
Full burn.
oh
Less
my
extra.
god. Okay. You punch it. You
Boom, baby!
I mean, a 27. I mean, you wrote the book on these maneuvers at this point, right? And as you turn around, Brew, you see the familiar like sloping of the liquid inside the pot as you feel
As
you
inertia
see it.
happens.
You see the inertia before you feel it, and your reflexes are on point. You capture every droplet that starts to spill out in this big long flute across the room, and you get a lid and just kind of guide it back into the pot.
That's amazing.
And clinks it right on top. And everybody else, unfortunately, I have to roll some things for, but anyone else that's not prepared for things might need to roll me.
Like
their
those of
own
us just sitting and
dexterity
standing around
save.
without. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Oh.
Because he did just say Brew put a lid on it, and I
Yeah, I
did.
did.
And
But the rest
now
of
a
you
bunch
didn't
of
know what that
turnips
meant.
are going to be flying everywhere because Glorp is in
I
the
don't
middle
know.
of chopping
Glorp,
those. And
depending on how free they are with their absorbing, is a container.
And I just rolled a nat 20 on whatever it is that I'm checking right now. So I'm going to do some real fucking graceful catching of individual cube shit.
Perfect.
Incredible.
just turn yourself into like a net for them. Or whatever.
I was thinking, like every pseudopod just like shoots out at once and catches all of them.
just become like a big square.
I look like
Just,
one of those
trap them all.
those little rubber ball toys that have all the little like spikes coming off of them. I turn into like that basically, and each one just grabs a little cube.
Dex saves, please. Yes, everybody.
Except for me, right?
Starting from March.
I don't need to do another one, right?
No.
No, just getting the results recorded here.
13.
Ooh, nice. And then Percy?
18.
Jam, you're in the turret, so I don't think you need to worry about any dex saves right
Choom's
now.
narrating his moves to me.
He's belted in.
Staring at him in awe.
You're
He's belted into his gunner station, right? That's
You're
up there at
buckled
the
in right
bridge.
now.
So that's actually got the
Jam is having a great time.
Choom's flying, and Glorp rolled a natural 20. Zurak and Teln and Drexus go flying across the ship. as we careen into this little maneuver, the onesie-twosie, and now you're facing with them at this moment in time. They are
like
probably
at 45 degrees, so we're trying to go like, he's trying to not necessarily go straight at them, but almost like past them, right, June?
Right over them. So
Yeah,
if I have
above
45
them,
degree
right.
angle, I would go.
Oh, I see that angle.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So your nose doesn't ever kind of match their nose. It's pointed above them. In the cameras, you not the cameras. Over the intercom, over the communication system, a hail comes through.
Someone
You
want to
accept the
get
transmission?
I'm a little busy right now. My hands are in the jelly.
Oh, right. I forgot you put that in this console. It was not even necessary. He installed it specifically.
I'm a little busy.
No.
There you go. You got
And all of this is happening while you're performing this too, right? Like you see the transition, the transmission come through. You're punching it over them, and on the cameras you can see them lockstep with you and crank off their engines. You see them die out. You see their side thrusters kick on and skid the ass of the ship around and aim down. You see it swing and pivot in an instant and point up back towards you, and you hear the you have an hail that happens during the middle of that.
Choom asked if anyone else is going to get that. If nobody else responds, while Percy has caught himself and again been interrupted while he's just trying to get information, he's gonna just grumble and be like, "Do not forget that I just asked you a question. I'll be right back." And I'm just gonna try to go to any open terminal on this floor, because we have computer terminals and other things.
I'd say there's one probably right outside of the
So
brig,
I'm just gonna try to, rather than go straight. No, we're on the mid floor, right? We're in our living quarters.
Right, that's right.
We're in the
right,
kitchen
right.
Slash seating area.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna try to move to a screen that I got here and try to accept the incoming hail and just be like, as this Astrid do.
This is Astral Tech Security. Please pull your vehicle over. You are to be inspected, and we are going to board.
No can do. We have dangerous cargo that we are transporting off world and into the core systems. It's a matter of urgency.
Well, that sounds good and all, but we're not going to disregard protocol because of your cargo, sir. So please pull over and disengage your engines for boarding.
Job, do you hear that?
Did you see that move they just pulled? That was a good one. Let's see if they can do it again.
No,
His eyes are full of lust. He is literally all up in that jelly oh boy. Let's see what these babies can do.
I'm going to say back on the comms, and I think this is going to be as Choom is doing some other fucking ridiculous maneuver.
Oh,
I'm just going to say, sorry, our pilot seems to be having an issue with the systems. We're trying to cut the engines, but...
cut them or we'll cut them for you.
Oh. Is that a promise?
Choom?
Do you say that over the intercom?
Is just Choom and Jam in the cockpit. Choom's going to look at, or Jam's going to look at Choom with his hand on the trigger. I don't see a downside right now.
Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball.
To firing upon Astral Tech Security when we are about to then also go to another Astral Tech system.
In that case,
get Lev back.
If that's Jam's conscience, Jam's going to put on the intercom. Get them back in their cells.
And
you got an option there.
Percival's gonna look at all of the people who are probably picking themselves up off the floor or whatever, and just being like, "Well, places, everyone. It's inspection time."
Nah. Okay, hold on 1 second.
I will attempt a persuasion if they're not feeling inclined
And
to get back
please-
into their captivity cells.
Please do. Go ahead.
Okay. +1 from the whisker wax.
I'll
Still
give you
only makes that
advantage
a-
based on. I'll give you advantage based on the circumstances right now.
Okay. Oh, fuck. 24. It was a 13 before that.
Okay, I'm just gonna need you to tell me what you say as Drexus says, replies to you, and says, "I'm not going back, man. I'm not going back."
My intent is to let none of you go back into Astrotech custody. We just finished describing this. We had a whole team huddle. All right, so we just need to keep up appearances and get the fuck out of the system, and then that's it. Okay, no more captivity, no more nothing. We get our friend back. We get you where you need to go. We continue negotiating about whatever plans you have for this Plixbox fella. We also have to make sure that Astrotech does not seize that cargo. Is that understood? And if things get hairy, we'll cut the thing and we'll figure out another option. But I would hope we don't have to do it. Just play this people, please.
All right, man. All right, but things get hairy. I'm gonna start cutting. Okay. And then he begrudgingly walks away.
Great.
Jam Jam will make his way back down. So they're all getting back into their cells.
We have to put the mask and the gloves back on Drexus.
He accepts it. Yeah, he accepts the.
Because we have to look like like nothing has changed since we put them on the ship.
Have you? Okay, while we're doing that, have you killed the engines, Chum? What's the word up at the cockpit? Or actually, you know what? Glorp.
Oh, don't ask him. Don't ask him. Just don't ask him. And just
Glorp and Brew. What are you guys doing now that you see them? Percival escorting all the prisoners to the brig. Prisoners in air quotes.
Individually placing hundreds of turnip cubes back down on a cutting board because there's not really a safe way for me to just release them all from my pseudopods at once.
That's fair. I mean, someone's got to make the turnip stew or whatever.
Is there Tupperware anywhere?
Yeah.
We have the industrial grade, like food
surge.
transports.
I feel like making them little
for the food that's totally not cursed. Remember that?
Yeah. So I'm making
someone's eating it. I'm pretty sure.
I'm trying to quickly make snack packs for all of the as they're walking by, and like I'm trying to put everything like together.
No, Brew. No snack packs for the prisoners yet. We keep those off to the side, and we get the snack packs after the inspection. Maybe we make some snack packs for the Astrotech inspectors so that we can get them the fuck out of here faster.
We're not feeding the prisoners?
We will be
inviting
after
them
the
over for
inspection, but
lunch.
please not while we're trying to put them back in their restraints so that we can make sure that people think that we're actually still transporting prisoners.
It's okay.
Don't we want
still
to
have
see
to
that
slow
we're
roast
feeding
all the
them?
turnips.
Yes,
Why?
but we can't feed that. We just took off, man. We just took off.
Don't worry, Percival. The turnips aren't ready anyway. I'll wait. I'll wait for the turnips.
Oh yes, inviting him over for lunch is definitely gonna get him off the ship.
And Percival just sighs heavily and again continues escorting the prisoners and getting everybody in their places.
March, what are you doing?
March had a little bit of a temper tantrum, like in the middle of that. Like, you're gonna invite them over for lunch? Yes, that's gonna get them off the ship faster.
No, you
but
send them away with food. You just give it to them and tell them to leave.
But after that, he's not even here. He just like stumps over to the ECM terminal and gets ready to boogie. You know, things get hairy, but otherwise, you know, this is a normal station someone would be at in a ship, I think.
Yeah, sit at the electronic warfare station while we're getting boarded by Astrotech.
Sit in a perfectly legitimate station in our perfectly legitimate ship.
With Jam Jam's perfectly legitimate paperwork.
Perfectly
Yes.
legitimate. Chum, what perfectly legitimate thing do you do?
For a second.
Perfectly legitimate. That perfectly legitimizes this operation. Legitimizes.
At first, Chum goes full Need for Speed mode and wants to race with these guys. Then he remembers where he is, and he realizes as Percy is talking to this guy that the pilots of these ships that just pulled those maneuvers are about to be boarding the ship. So Choom flips the ship around into a horizontal presented state and awaits to be boarded.
Jesus.
And he reaches under his seat and presses a button, and all of the lighting on the ship turns red and pink, and Sank Finatra starts playing over
I thought you were going to say he reaches under and pushes a button under his seat that deletes his browser history.
Oh, no, also need that for later. He starts fixing his hair.
The button can do two things. That's true.
He's using his
three
grease.
in this case. Or three
Fixing
in
his
this
hair.
case.
All right. Gotta get the side points pointed. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Ready for
That's
boarding.
Shit, dude.
I'm
You need a
gonna.
breath mint too?
Yeah, you got one?
Actually, yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Digs through his bag, tosses pack over to him.
Fuck yeah, thanks. Wingman
How
of the
much
year.
time? How much time do we have? Would you say before we are boarded? Wait, so they're distance to us right now.
You have maybe 3 minutes.
Okay. As I get the prisoners, quote unquote, right, into their holding cells, their holding like devices. I'm going to quickly. I'm going to see that obviously the brig is locked now, but the box is visible probably through the window that like looks into the brig, right? That's the back. And I'm wondering if I need to if I should just cover it, but at the same time, it's in our paperwork. It's just, do I trust our forged paperwork or do I try to, further obscure the box, right? So I think I might just go in and throw a fucking blanket over it or something, and then kind of go back and look at all the prisoners, again in the cells, and be like, okay, now in times like this, my crew has reminded me that it's really important to sing to yourself. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Can I just hear everybody? Can we just get it just all together, real quick? Ready? Don't be suspicious.
Yeah,
Don't
in
be
chorus, they all
suspicious.
don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Drexus is probably yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly.
Jam face palms as he starts dialing in the connection procedures for the other ship.
He's actually, I like how he used the word
Imagining-
connection to specifically avoid the D word.
What was the D word?
Docking.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Just two tubes touching.
Yeah, is that how we do it? Is that how we?
Well, so we
Is
can.
that
There's
how our
many
ship
ways we could do
docks?
it. We have the back, right, that goes into the cargo bay that has the thing that goes down, so you could kind of attach some sort of extension to it if you wanted to, a tube or a square
Yeah, and
tunnel.
then we're pressurizing it.
So you're saying
A
from behind with a
long
strap
tube.
on.
But I mean, we don't even have to
Yes.
pressurize it because it's just the two air envelopes of the ship's merging, so we have just now one.
Oh yeah.
That
makes
we're
sense.
just in one big.
I forget that we're in a
envelope.
bubble. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more like a bubble, so there's less considerations needed for completely airlocking, I guess, unless air life support systems, or in this case, air envelope systems, would go down.
Jam has his
Interesting.
paperwork ready. He has his uniform again, nice and properly set up.
Okay.
I mean, it could literally just be a drawbridge that they walk across if they wanted to and knock on the fucking door. You know what I
No,
mean?
I have. If it's something that I can create, I'm gonna do that.
You can do whatever the fuck you want, dude.
So, what you see as the ships approach, and as you guys get ready for being boarded, is they pull up alongside both of you. I'm sorry, they pull up on both sides of you, left and right of the ship. The
Pink and
port
red lights glistening off the metal.
The port and the starboard bow, or port and starboard sides. Let's say bow. That's another part of the ship, I'm pretty sure, that I have to look up in Google real quick because I don't remember which one is which. I'm sure
you're not a sailor.
I'm sure someone will tell me very quickly.
Port's on the left,
comments.
starboard's on the right.
Well, that one I did know, but it's bow and stern. I think stern is in the front and bow's in the back.
No,
But,
bow's in the front, stern's in the back.
see, I always get that one wrong. And I don't know why that is. Do you know why that is, real quick? Fun fact with Dave moment.
No, not really. I just
me
did
either.
cruise, so I know where the parts of the boat are.
People in the comments can let us know where that word came from. Look up the etymology of it. Anyways, the ships approach both sides, both port and starboard side. From the left ship, a series of discs appear from the hull itself, sort of like detaching from like the side paneling, and create this like walkway, this bridge over to a door, an external door that we currently have. I'll say it goes to the cargo door, since that's probably the most convenient spot for things.
Yes.
For
That is
them
like
to
the main
approach us.
entrance and egress from the ship, because the rest of them are just emergency hatches.
Oh yeah, Choom would appear just as this was taking off. He would appear right in the same where they are coming in, next to Jam Jam.
And out across walks 3 humans. In the front is a man somewhat tall with scraggly brown hair and somewhat full beard, but close to the face. Like Jack, but maybe a little bit fuller right now. And not that you guys can see that at this moment, but again, it's all the parts are connected, but it's not crazy long or anything like that. Someone with full beard. Behind him are well, you can't really tell who they may be. They are currently wearing like these kind of like dark, glossy helmets over their head. And they both carry two very large swords on their sides.
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. A knock at the door.
Choom straightens.
You're in space when suddenly a knock at the door.
That happened a
recognize the
couple times
irony.
now.
The sound doesn't happen outside, but it does happen inside.
On the inside,
And
yes.
Jam Jam opens it. He's ready. He's going to greet them with the paperwork and hopefully whatever to get them off the ship quickly enough.
the man walks right by you as you open the door. He starts to
Hey, how you
immediately
doing?
kind of like look around. He's instantly drawn upwards and like looking in the corners and along the walls and the seams of the ship. You really feel him like sort of almost immediately dress the ship down.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
she's nice, right?
Choom
By the way,
just
Choom
loving
is
it.
Choom is frothing at the mouth as you see every mint in the pack that that Marge gave him. He put all of them in his mouth at once, so he's just like
Jesus.
frothing at the mouth.
Looks rabid. Yeah.
Yeah, you really like it, right? We put a lot of work. We get real deep in the corners. Yeah, you like that.
There's like sauce in the corner, and onions in the corner. It's like sauce circles or stains at this point, and literally chopped onions like shoved into the corners of the room.
I know.
Earlier,
It
I
smells
like a
of
human
like
who takes charge.
it smells like
it smells of
cooking-
burnt scallions.
Yeah.
Old burnt
Yeah.
scallions. There's a dried ring of tomato
At
sauce.
this
in the,
point, I'm sure that the fresh sauce that's being made upstairs, or whatever stew is being created, or soup
It-
is
it might have traveled
is
down
now
there.
wafting now.
Staying for dinner, big guy.
he's dressed in an all black kind of uniform, whereas yours are kind of these like navy dark blues, and he his sleeves stop just above his wrists, and you notice there's no name tag on his uniform. Can you all roll me a perception check while we're kind of sitting here for a
Can
moment?
I argue for an insight?
I'd also argue an insight.
It's the same
If you
for me.
explain to me what you're looking for.
More so his intentions, I
Like
guess.
body language kind of things,
Yeah.
like that
Yeah.
type of.
Okay. I'll allow you a free perception roll too, but you can also roll me an insight check. I don't know if you planned that, but you can have one roll, I guess, if you prefer to not roll for another.
For those
thing.
listening, Jack's screen
The
made a
camera
thumbs
thing happened to
down.
John again. Yeah.
Jack just thumbed me down when I said you can roll a free perception
Well, his
roll.
camera
It's like,
did.
His camera did. He didn't do
did not.
anything.
I did
We
not
don't
see
know
Jack
that.
at any point in time put a thumb down.
I'm just kidding.
I did it again.
Yeah, see that? All right, now that feels targeted.
I rolled
Yeah, I
a
don't know
dirty
how to
20.
trigger that myself.
It's specifically on Max, I think.
Yeah, Apple only.
Okay, I guess not.
Apparently, I look disappointed.
Dude, you're quite proficient
He's just
in it.
not
I'm
loving
not
it
gonna lie.
today.
Well, what did you roll?
My insight was a 22, but my perception was a 5.
Oh, that's what the thumbs downs are for.
It's based on my facial expressions, apparently.
They knew.
Maybe it's when you're shaking your head or something. I don't know.
I keep doing this, that, and then, no, I don't know.
Nothing happens.
It's not when you actually want it to
I
happen.
will say that with a what did you say, a 22?
I can't get anything to happen.
All right,
Yeah,
so
the
with
insight-
22,
Nothing intentional.
I'm going to hold on to that
22
for
on
just a
insight.
moment. Did anybody else roll a perception for me?
Dirty 20.
20?
That's
Dave?
14.
I was just pointing at the
14.
screen.
I know, I'm sorry. This was just like a general pointing, but Dave got a 14, and then Fran,
Also 14.
14, Mike.
A natural 20, but I also get 3 extra, so it's technically a 20.
Perceptive is full.
Which I shouldn't be. I'm not a perceptive person, but
You should
For some
be.
reason-
Bartenders
No,
have
I mean-
to be.
I mean, it's
yeah,
circumstantial,
because
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glorp and Chum.
Natural or dirty 20. Oh, it's 0.
0.
Oh
I
my
rolled
God.
a 2 and I have -2 on perception. I am
You can
fucking
roll
focused
it
on
too
these
and
turnips.
Still get a 0.
Okay, I am watching the turnips. I've put them in the oven. I am making sure they are perfectly roasted for turnip and what was the
Scallion.
turnip and scallion Sunday sauce. Yes, thank you.
Did anyone get above a 15 other than the nat 20?
Choom.
Chum? Okay. Chum, you notice on this man that his buttons are like really pressing across the shirt.
Ooh, big chest guy.
He's really filling out that shirt.
And
I love a man in uniform today.
yeah, you notice that
man.
you can see more forearm than just wrist
Oh.
from his jacket. And Mike,
it doesn't fit.
Brew, you notice too that it looks like he's gained some weight recently. You can see it in his belt. His belt typically has like you can see like the crimp from where he might have just changed it recently, you know, kind of on the actual like leather, you know. And the insight check, you've seen this look before, Jam. You've given this look before. This is someone that's case in the joint. They're looking for something. They're looking around. You can see them looking for things. Those things being like access maybe, or security, or something along those lines, right? Like it's the general feeling of like taking in information for later kind of sensation is what you're getting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come here often.
They failed the vibe check.
Its borders often do.
He looks, continues to look up and down. I know that you did say something, but he does not regard it. And then he looks at
I like that.
Jam Jam after looking at everything, and says, "And you are?"
DG. Private security for these prisoners. And again, he'll hand him the well-forged documents.
You hand them off.
He's going to... Jam Jam's going to try to sleight of hand Plix-Plox's stuff out of the documents.
Okay.
Or hand over the documents
Oh, yeah,
in a way
yeah.
that
The stuff
is
you
not
added
included.
Yeah, slick.
Okay, I like that. I'm gonna roll against that.
I think you incited what was going down here.
That was good enough. That was a 9. Unless I just do stealth, then it would be a 11, but that's not much better.
Yeah, I think sleight of hand is certainly the play here. Stealth, I imagine, would probably be more of like
that makes
trying to hide it inside the paperwork somehow.
No, because stealth is like hiding yourself.
And
that's also part of what he's
sleight
trying
of hand
to do.
is. I mean, it is what you're doing. Is trying to swipe it away at the last moment. And he looks and he sees you kind of like try to palm this paper. He's like, and that one too. Come on. And you see him take his hand. His hand moves towards you, and you see his fingers curl in like a gimme kind of motion.
Hey, don't be so rough. You just met.
Yeah, Jam Jam will hand it over.
Out of curiosity, while this exchange is happening, did they leave the door open?
On what?
On our ship?
Our cargo.
To where their bridge is extended. Did they leave the door open?
Yeah, the door was open. They didn't close
Perfect.
behind them.
Yep, that's it. Just asking for a friend.
Nice.
Percy's secretly sinister in the background.
Nope.
So have you guys ever boinked? It's where you take the landing gear of two identical ships and you fly it parallel to each other and touch the magnetic landing gear together. You boink. You guys ever do that?
No, I can't say I have.
You should try it sometime.
But I'll keep that in mind. All right, so let's take a look
Slicks
here at
back
this
hair.
paperwork. He starts thumbing through it in front of you.
It's a good thumb.
And where are the prisoners?
In their cells.
We're
Right here.
standing
in the room. Yeah, in the room with them.
It's in
Are they in the
cargo
room
bay?
with us right now?
Yeah, they're right here. They're all just right here.
Okay.
The prisoner's in the room with us.
Yeah, they're in the room with us, all staring at these folks. And I'm looking at the prisoners right now and I'm giving them eyes because if anything, at this point, like, this guy has not even regarded, like, when he was casing the joint, he wasn't looking at any of them at all. He was looking everywhere else besides right at them with the cargo we are transporting, quote unquote. People aren't cargo. Percival doesn't believe that. Just putting that out there. But
It's fine. I like
this reeks. This fucking reeks. And so, I'm just gonna stay. I'm just gonna start. I'm just kind of casually pacing. Maybe I'm gonna go a little closer to where the, power switch is for me to, turn off the power to these containment units. Just in case. Just in case these people aren't who they say they are.
Sorry, right, we didn't catch your name and rank. Isn't that like a normal fanfare here?
Yes, it is down on the port side. Things are a bit different out here in space, though, young man.
Really? You think I'm young? That's so sweet of you.
And where's this Plix Plox? I don't see him here with the others within their containment units.
Plix is in a box over there, and Jam
Points to the brig.
Yeah, the brig.
Locked away.
Okay.
He's still trying to play the role of slightly competent astral tech employee, mercenary employee.
Crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
The man turns. He hands the paperwork off to one of the two slender figures.
Hey, how you doing?
Beside him, and he says,
still need that.
"Run the numbers on this. We need to know what's going on here."
Just a quick memory jog. The first time we handed papers to Astrotech employees, they just looked at them and handed them back. They didn't need to
Yep.
run anything.
Now,
Yep.
Interesting. Just a little memory note.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What's going on here? We're under orders from Lieutenant Glaive. We are transporting this cargo to the core worlds.
I suppose I can play this game too. It seems that we already had a ship go out with a Plix Plox. So now, I've already seen this designation today, and to see it again listed on your manifold, or manifest? Listed on your manifest. Well, I mean, there's some red flags going on right now.
Wait, hold on.
Personally.
Blitz was the only one?
Yeah, I would say that the red flags would be with whatever ships left earlier with that designation.
Jam
That's not
says,
us.
"Would you like to see him?" And again,
Jesus
he
fucking
will.
Christ, Jam.
Well, if we're gonna start shooting, we'll find. I mean, it's,
Better if we lock them in the brig with Plixplox.
I mean,
Yes, I would.
continue to
says.
play the part until you want to start.
It just bait them all into the cargo bay and then,
Oh God.
open the doors. Get them.
Chum is going to
The fact that the
sigh.
tension is building right before a cliffhanger is making me nervous.
Chum is going to sigh really deeply and walk over to the door and close it. It smelled like love before, but now it smells like fish. That makes me sad.
Jam's going to raise his eyebrow for a second and ask, "Have you been experiencing power issues out here?"
Power issues? Oh, yes. Yes, the mother. Yes. We're just grains of sand. We don't really concern ourselves with things like that. And that's where we'll leave tonight's episode
Where have I heard that
of
before?
the hapless heroes.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
Exactly. I'd love to go ahead and thank my cast for joining me. And thank you, the audience member, whose name I'm sure I know. Go ahead and say it out loud right now. Go on. Great to have you here. I don't even know what to say, because D&D is great. And it's overwhelmingly one of the most positive things in my life at all times. So I'm very thankful and fortunate to be able to do this, even as slightly often as we do, which is even more often for you. And I'm sure you're wondering, man, I love D&D. I love listening to this group of fools talk about foolish things and say foolish things. How do I say foolish things with them too? I got an answer for that. Foolish one. And I'm gonna go ahead and pass it off to our favorite past fool, Fran. Past Fran, tell them how these people can find us more than they are right now.
Thank you all for listening. If you like what we do, you can find all of our links in one convenient place, and that is our link tree. It's just linktr.ee/haplessheroes. There, you'll find our social media, merch, and Patreon, but most importantly, you will find the crown jewel of our internet presence, and that is our Discord server. It is free to join, and it's where the cast and I hang out the most, chatting with you, our amazing audience, about the show, sharing memes, and geeking out about all things nerdy and delightful. We'd love to have you be a part of that community. Now, if you really like us, please consider leaving us a 5-star rating or review on the podcast service of your choice. It means the world to us. It helps new listeners find the show, and if we spot your review, we'll give you a shout out right here as the 5-star human that you are. Now, if you really, really like us, you can support the show directly by joining our Patreon at patreon.com/haplessheroes. It's also linked on our link tree. We have a treasure trove of bloopers, bonus content, and even some out-of-character episodes from our many years of adventuring together. Some of those we've even released for free. So please, check it out. That's all for now, though. So let's kick it back to the crew in the future.
Incredible. Don't think I could have said it better myself. In fact, I won't even try. Because I've got a plane to fly, and we're about to depart to whatever thing you were doing prior to this or during this. Because unfortunately, the flight must end. I don't think that that's really the saying, but you know what they say. I don't know what they say.
Or you do.
You do.
And I hope that you're thinking about it in this moment of time, whatever time you perceive it to be. Let me go ahead and outro everyone, because we're running out of fuel. I am, at least. And my name is Lewis. I've been your host, your DM. You're the voice of voices, voice of things, and the voice inside your head, and sometimes the voice of Lev Zangief. On the flight with us, or was part of the entertainment, I'm still really not sure, is Dave, who played March.
Hey, everybody.
Seated next to him, or possibly also on the screen in front of you, is Fran, who played Percival Flawedhest.
You know, persistent Percy kind of has a ring to it. Can we make it like a thing, or is that like, or is it me asking to make it a thing, kind of like make it lame and not like a thing, or is it? I'm just gonna stop talking.
Also on the flight or on the screen with us was Jack, who played Jam Jam, who played DG.
Until next time.
In a similar conundrum of where or when they are is Mike, who played Brunner Brew Blitzbore.
Nothing's worse than a belt that's too tight.
And then finally, seated next to them, who may or may not be in an aisle seat, is Nicole, who played Glorp Glup Glup.
And we have pretzels, and we have cookies, and we have snack mix, and we have cashews. But you shouldn't have the cashews if anybody on this flight is allergic to nuts. That wouldn't be sensitive. And we have chips, and we have crackers, and we have granola.
I was waiting for somebody
Where's
to
the
stop me.
Biscoff?
No.
And
Biscoff falls under cookies.
The more I get to have fun
Okay,
with
fair
that.
enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
And finally, the latch turns green to vacant on the bathroom, from which emerges Sebastian, who played Choom Daloom.
Tall one and tall two. Breaking my heart.
And I already said my name. Now you say your name again, and then we shake hands or something. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Ah.
Bye.